Satan is making people hyper-religious and making them worship God. Satan is trying to make people hyper-religious towards God. Nobody sees anything wrong with it and people think it is a positive thing. I was confused at first as to why Satan would want people to be hyper-religious towards God. I mean, Satan is always trying to sway people from God. Now Satan is trying to get people to worship God more, and it was the most absurd thing I have ever seen. Then I realized why Satan was trying to get people to worship God. Satan even went to the streets and he was getting people to worship God. There is a sinister plan behind this, and Satan always has a sinister plan. People started becoming more religious and they started worshiping God more and more. Nobody cared that Satan was getting people to worship God more. People even started to like Satan because he was getting people to worship God. That's when alarm bells started to ring, when people started to find Satan to being a good guy. I observed further as to why Satan was aggressively getting people to worship God. People started to become super religious and Satan was smiling. There was something wrong about this, and people were worshiping the true God that created everything. Then as people started to become more religious, that they started to ignore everyday responsibilities. House chores will be left unchecked and bins won't be collected, and places started to become messier. Then the religious folks started to attack each other due to disputes over God. They started becoming prideful and judgmental towards those who were less religious. They are started to become jealous and envious to those who were more religious. It became a competition, and then the murders started happening. They were worshipping God but sinning so much at the same time. People became so religious that they started murdering each other because they had difference of opinion. This was what Satan wanted when he started to make the people become hyper-religious. Starving babies would be left crying while religious parents would just pray and pray. Beatings and other form of parental abuse started to form towards children, if the parents thought that their kids weren't religious enough. The whole town was like a dead town and nothing seemed to be working anymore. Everything was closed apart from places of worship to the one holy God. I tried to stop people from becoming hyper-religious, and I tried stopping them from worshiping God, but Satan got the hyper-religious community to nearly kill me. The town is over.